In today's video, we're going to go over some creepy TikTok conspiracies. Let's get into it.
We could all die very, very soon. This is crazy and very, very confusing, so yeah, if you're easily scared or confused, just keep on scrolling right now, trust me. Right, so it's estimated that the universe isn't going to end for a very long time, right? Like, I'm talking billions and billions of years, maybe even trillions of years, like, I mean, it's infinite, so who knows? But a big question that everybody wants to know is, but what is the most likely way that the whole universe will actually end, right? And what do you mean, Matt, by saying we could all die very, very soon? It could happen right now, it could happen in 10 minutes, it could happen tomorrow. Even though the chance of 1 in a trillion or whatever, it's extremely, extremely unlikely, there is that small chance it could. Right, so this right here is Gabrielle's horn. This is literally a giant representation of our entire universe, galaxy, everything all in one. It represents the entirety of the universe growing and expanding. Now trust me when I say it's confusing, it is. So as you can see, it's expanding from the Big Bang right at the start up to just gradually expanding. But basically people think something called the Big Crunch is going to happen, which will literally end the universe, and yeah, this is nuts. So you see the Big Bang, small, and expanding out. The Big Crunch is basically going from the big bit we are now back down to small again, which will just collapse the entire universe, crush it all together, and yeah, I mean, you're not going to be chilling anymore. But yeah, as I say, this process probably happens over billions and trillions of years if it does, but scientists say it is possible. There is still like a 0.00001% chance it could, but still, we're chilling, so yeah.
I have actually never heard of this before. Also, I have a feeling that there's scientists out there that know a lot more about space than what people say, and if there's anything coming to Earth that's literally Earth ending, there's probably already people out there that know about it.
Why is that dark? Okay.
That's gotta be the worst experience when it comes to working at a place by yourself, especially if there's security cameras and you're seeing something in the security cameras, but when you look, it's not there. That would be really disturbing. Looking into it a little bit more, I'm pretty certain it's not real, but it's still pretty entertaining, and I like this type of content. I really enjoy spooky, scary videos. I've thought about making fake paranormal videos where it's obviously fake, but still good to watch and entertaining because it's kind of scary.
I can tell you about some maps dating back from the 1500s from all over the world. All these different cartographers.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm Mr. Vocabulary.
I got all the woods. But different cartographers.
Just keep going.
All over the world. So Europe.
Asia.
Yeah, for real. Japan, China. They all depicted at the North Pole 4 islands. And in the center was a magnetic mountain. And then you think of like Admiral Byrd, who was the guy that explored Antarctica. Byrd went to the North Pole too. And he actually said that he flew into the Earth. There's an opening at the top of the world.
Shut up.
And this dude's a decorated admiral.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
He said that the U.S. needs to be prepared because what he discovered in Antarctica, they have craft that can fly from the south to the North Pole within minutes.
Sounds like a UFO.
Yeah. One of the maps said that the rivers that pass through these islands, they said are 33 miles wide and they only freeze for 3 months out of the year.
Glaciers are rivers of ice, says Elsa.
I thought you wrote that. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of poetic.
That is pretty interesting that they almost all shared the same map in the past and we have a completely, totally different map today. And I really do enjoy the story of Admiral Byrd and his findings of the so-called hollow earth.
Look at this insane video of a UFO going so fast, it looks like it's almost teleporting. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, you might think that it's someone at the end of a tunnel with a light, but it's actually captured by one of the most renowned UFO videographers, Dorthy Isaac. Since 1970, Dorothy says she's been having close encounters of the fifth kind, which is direct telepathic communications about warnings and threats towards humanity.
Sounds exactly like the book, The Law of One.
She's been capturing thousands of hours of UFO video footage, and it's all captured in this documentary called Capturing the Light. She's one of the most renowned because she's been put under many different tests. All the scientists came forward and they said it's 100% true. There's no way that she could have replicated it. And I want to play a little bit of the documentary for you.
I was a skeptic a long time ago, but I've stopped being a skeptic.
This is hard physical evidence.
Amazing. Irrefutable proof. The smoking gun proof.
I've never heard of this person before. I might have to do a little bit more digging on this individual to just see what other kind of footage or what they have to talk about. Leave a comment down below if any of you are familiar with Dorthy Isaac, because I've never heard of this person before.
Apparently dreams can be way more dangerous than you think. This is day 5 of me trying to learn how to lucid dream and astral project. Last night I was going through the same process as yesterday, just laying still in my bed until my body got tingly. Just kept laying still, got sleep paralysis, started visualizing something, and then boom, I'm in there. But this time was a lot different. See, I knew I was asleep, but I couldn't control my dreams. And this led me to a certain point where I'm in this room with these people in suits, and they're telling me some shit that I just couldn't understand. Basically, they were telling me that I am to be controlled as well as other people. Now, I didn't know what that was about, but I kept listening. Now, I'm not saying I'm going schizophrenic or anything, because I was watching a lot of conspiracy TikToks before I went to sleep. But it was majorly weird, because in those TikToks, they said you're not supposed to talk to anybody in your dreams. And I was talking to people. So I might be cooked. So I'm not going full conspiracy, but if you've ever heard about dream altering technology, it's kind of weird. But if you have any tips, leave them down in the comments. And if you want to follow along with the journey, I'd appreciate a like and a follow.
I've had theories about lucid dreaming and astral projecting kind of being one and the same in a way. You might be able to astral project in your lucid dream. Once you have full control of your dream, you can break out of your dream and start to astral project. That's kind of a theory that I have about astral projecting and how to possibly do it. I mean, some people might have the ability to just be able to astral project right out the gate, but I do believe that if you want to be able to do so, it's probably easier to start with lucid dreaming first and break your way out of dreaming into astral projecting.
Taylor Swift, at her concert, she just goes like, she just wants the crowd to say summon the demons.
No, what?
Yes.
No, she didn't.
Yes, bro. Look.
Taylor Swift said that at her concert.
Yes, bro.
Yes! Summon the demons!
This is Taylor Swift's song Willow, where she is a witch doing rituals. So the first video that you saw was taken by a fan the other night at the concert, and he says, yes, summon the demons be. The worst part is she commented twice. And she says, is this the new 1, 2, 3, let's go B? So she's saying, is summon the demons the new crowd chant?
No,
bro,
that's
I'm telling you, bro.
fucked.
And like, I think one song is just like everything, like the lights, everything is red.
No, that shit is obvious, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Now people are not scared, bro. Artists are not scared to just showcase it now.
Yeah, that's how you really separate the true people that do good and believe in good, and the people that they know they're taking place or taking part in some satanic shit.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like Taylor Swift's music. She's got a lot of good songs. Let me know what you guys think about Taylor Swift. Are you a fan? Are you a Swiftie? I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm a Swiftie. I do think that she's got great vocals and she makes some really good songs. Hey, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I only ask once per video and I make a video like this almost every day. And to everyone that's subscribed and or watching, thank you so much for being subscribed and thank you so much for watching.
Let's talk about receiving cosmic downloads or ringing in the ear. Oftentimes, I highly recommend getting things like crystal pendants, Oregon, or shungite to actually reduce ELFs, which is extremely low frequencies, or EMF waves, which intercept your electromagnetic aura field. Okay. Typically the reason why you hear ringing in the ears is because if you're getting that fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, that higher dimensional message, okay, from that angelic being or those cosmic entities, typically it will reflect as ringing because there may be ELFs or electromagnetic frequencies in your aura field that's preventing that information from coming through. So you may receive it as a ringing. Okay, you hear it as a ringing. And that simply means you need to get some shungite around you, some obsidian, some black tourmaline, or some type of orgone pyramid structures to cancel out those EMF waves. If you know, you know. This whole realm is designed to be contrary to our ascension process. Crystals like shungite reduce the ELFs in your electromagnetic frequency and allow you the ability of receiving more downloads in those cosmic transmissions that's coming through. This is another reason I highly recommend the orgonite pyramid structures to alchemize that negative energy. This is actually one I have available on Holistic Remedies, which is Metatron's Cube with obsidian, orgone, and malachite. The technology around us is one of the biggest things to hinder our ascension process and dampen our connection to the spiritual realm. For all metaphysical products designed for ascension, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies. That divine spark of the prime creator exists in all of us, okay? And these deletes that run this matrix are aware of that. In ancient times, we were psychic. We have the ability of actually communicating telepathically. So our cosmic family do have the ability of sending transmissions right into our mind. But the problem is these nefarious entities that manipulate this matrix are aware of that, so they try to intercept those frequencies. And this is why you get certain EMFs and things of that nature. And this is just proper information to protect yourself from these electromagnetic frequencies so you can receive the proper downloads from your star family and your ancestors. Peace, love, and light to all.
A couple of months ago, I was talking about this topic. I normally do get a lot of ringing in the ears, and there's ways to calm it down. Like if it ever happens where you get that light ring in the ears, you just tell it, hey, turn it down a notch. And that actually works because whoever's trying to contact you supposedly is sending you too much of a message and they need to dial it down a little bit. So by telling them to dial it down, they literally turn it down for you. And that has worked for me. But I will say, the orgonite pyramids, I have 3 of them right there, and I have one in my bedroom. I have not really experienced the ringing in general. It seems to be within the last month or so, the ringing has stopped, where I do not notice the ringing in the ears. Maybe when I'm at work, it will start ringing for a minute or 2 minutes, tell it to dial it down. But it seems like when I'm at home, I no longer get ringing in the ears. I don't know if it's just because of the placebo of me telling them to dial it back, or if it's actually the orgonite generators. There's something to it, I really feel like, because they have been very few, and I used to get them a lot. If you're familiar with orgonite pyramids, let me know in the comments. If you're curious about orgonite pyramids, let me know in the comments. I can play a few orgonite videos in the future to get people a little bit more familiar with it that are new to my channel, because I've definitely played them in the past.
What if you had a fetus growing inside of your skull right now and you had no idea? In China, an unborn twin was found inside of the skull of a 1-year-old child. This led to more research in fetus in fetu, where the twins fuse and then only one of them kind of undergo development. And in this case, the other one's in their skull. Also, as you can see behind me, this is what they pulled out of the brain. It's about the size of a hand from what I can tell. Maybe a little smaller than a hand. I see some fingers up over here. But that's still pretty significant in size to be inside of your brain like that. And the x-rays just look wild. I'm curious to see how this affected the other twin. Did it have any cognitive impairments on the other one? Did it hurt at all or something? I'm just surprised the other twin's body, while undergoing development, didn't dissolve the twin and kind of consume them. That's apparently a thing that happens when twins fuse. The other one kind of absorbs the weaker one. But this thing looks like it came out of Stranger Things, like season 2, when Will puked that thing into the sink. Also looks like a sandworm from Dune, or Jabba the Hutt. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, these videos are for informational purposes only.
Wow, that is crazy. And if that's a real image of it that they're showing, that is just wild looking. For it to be in a 1-year-old's head, that is massive. Poor child. I hope everything is okay for that kid.
They don't want the public to know that there really is a crash retrieval program, and that we are monitoring UAP in our airspace and water space, and we can't control their actions, and we don't fully understand their intentions. And that's a dangerous thing to leak to the public. And so they are deliberately falsifying it and exploiting people, making them appear as wackos, thus creating a stigma behind the whole scene, which has prevented serious scientific study. And that's why I've joined Galileo, Americans for Safe Aerospace, and the Soul Foundation to advance the scientific study of the phenomena.
Interesting. So that's so the disinformation is just to discredit whoever is
that's exactly
getting
it.
into the subject.
That's right. And it's happening overtly today. That office is doing it. And you see it all around the media now. There's just a lot of there are individuals who I will not name who I believe are getting paid, but every day they get out online and they're well known in this UAP community, and their number one job is to discredit these national authorities, these people like Lou Elizondo, who was with the task force, the UAP task force. I've met and trust and know, and he is 100% who he says he is, and what he says he's seen and knows, I have total confidence in. People like him, he's an active target of people discrediting him, and others too.
The other day, someone in my comments mentioned something about UFOs and UAPs that really struck interest to me because it was a good point. What if UFOs are actually the vehicles of some of the most highest elites in this world? People that we do not even know about that exist in this world, that only select few people know about, like the military. And when they retrieve these crashed UFOs, they're just going to retrieve these crashed vehicles from these extremely wealthy elitists of the world and making sure that they're okay, probably building them new vehicles that are highly advanced. That's a pretty good theory. I really enjoy that they're not even aliens, they're not even ancient civilizations. They're just extremely wealthy people that basically run this world. Those are just highly advanced pieces of technology that they're flying around in that we're capable of doing, that they just keep a secret from us because they don't want us having that much technology. Really interesting theory. I like that a lot. Let me know what you guys thought of that.
They found out that chimpanzees, they're starting their own religion.
Chimpanzees?
Yeah, fam.
Wait, what?
What
kind of religion?
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So they studied and they realized,
Like they
after
worship
studying,
the banana.
I don't know, but they have footage and shit just randomly. Chimpanzees have a ritual of picking up a rock and slamming it at a tree and then getting excited.
Oh, what the fuck?
But they would all do it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost become a culture.
So that's like their sign of the cross. So it's
Like, who knows? Who knows? But it's a phenomenon because everybody starts doing it. Like, once one starts, all of them start doing it, and then they do it together.
So it is a cult, yeah.
So isn't it crazy that there's some sort of like to worship something or to ritualize something?
Yeah.
In all humans.
That's kind of cool though.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Because animals, if animals are making their shit,
Hopefully one day we will be able to talk to animals and we'll get a dedicated answer as to what goes on in their lives, because I'm sure that they can tell us some pretty good stories, especially wild animals.
We will never explore the entire ocean, and that fact alone is suspicious as shit. But the fact that there are several UFOs or UAPs seen entering the ocean or exiting the ocean just ups the level a little bit. Let's talk about it. The ocean covers 71% of our planet, yet we have only explored 5% of it, and we have only mapped out 10% of it. Why? Scientists say it's due to the conditions in the deep sea environment, like extreme darkness, high temperatures, and high pressure. So if it's not humans that are piloting these UFOs or UAPs or whatever they are going in and out of the ocean, then what is it? You already know what I think. It's alien life. Now, do I have any proof or any reason to believe that? Yes, I do. In June of 2023, Avi Loeb, a Harvard professor, found small round objects in the Pacific that contain elements that are not from this earth. Now, Avi Loeb, this Harvard professor, believes that these small spheres came off of an alien spaceship that was sent to Earth to do reconnaissance. This is what he saw when he placed the spheres under a microscope. Now, who's to say they aren't from an alien spaceship? We don't know how deep our ocean is. We've never been to the bottom of it, so we don't know what's down there.
There could be so much going on in the bottom of the ocean that we have no clue about. And another cool theory is if UFOs are not operated by human beings, maybe UFOs are aquatic creatures in general, and they just come from from the ocean. It's an actual creature from the ocean. That would be really neat. And if it's not a creature from the ocean, maybe the materials and the creature that pilots it are from the ocean. Let me know what you guys think about this theory.
This girl is screaming for a reason. She finds herself in a dire situation. Her body has reached its breaking point. Her legs are giving out, and her hands are slipping down the rough, chipped walls. But she does not lose hope. She attaches a makeshift anchor to the mountain and, with every ounce of strength, attempts to pull herself up. Observe her steady, deliberate movements. They reveal the climber's experience and skill. Suddenly, our heroine spots a life-saving ledge, though getting to it demands tremendous effort. She succeeds in placing one foot on the ledge. If she can just lift her other foot, she'll be free. The climber clings on with all her strength, but her left foot slips, forcing her to start over. At last, she manages to place both feet on the ledge and fights to climb to safety. Look at the joy on her face. Kudos to the operator for capturing this moment. Follow if you find this interesting.
Hey, I'm not knocking what this person is doing, it's just really crazy and really scary to me. I can guarantee you, this is one thing you will never catch me doing, or even want to do. I do not want to even climb a rock if I was harnessed to a crane.
Did you hear about that volcano that's happening in Italy right now?
No.
No.
It's called Campe
All the time.
It's sitting over this giant basin of magma. It's supposedly the second most powerful supervolcano on Earth. This past week, there have been 2 major earthquakes from that mountain.
That's bad news.
They've set up evacuation plans.
Yes.
But like if this thing goes off, we're talking like half of Italy. But
Over
it's
there.
so big too that Mount Vesuvius, you know,
Yeah.
which is also in Italy, they speculate that the magma, it's like connected. If Campe Flegrei went off, Mount Vesuvius would go off at the same time too. It would be so intense and catastrophic that it would send the entire Earth into a prolonged 2 to 3 year winter. National Institute of Geophysics confirmed that the eruption is a present and near scenario. He said the global temperature would drop 2 degrees Celsius.
What if Mother Nature is curing herself?
Wow.
Have we thought about that?
I was just watching a video the other day about the Yellowstone volcano. It also makes me wonder if they're going to start trying to build power plants on top of these volcanoes to utilize the energy, because that's something that they were talking about as well. Could be a fake video, I really don't know. Moments like that, I would love to take a drone, hook a light up to that bad boy, fly it down the hole, and just look around, because who knows what you'd see down there.
Well, look at that. Japanese lawmakers are finally saying that UFOs are a security threat. Now, just think about that for a second. That's another country saying that these things, whatever they may be, call them what you want, are a security threat. Now, my thing is, why hasn't our government, our leaders, said that this is a problem? We have a few claiming that, yeah, we need to look into it, but no one's saying it's a fucking problem. Well, here you go. I'm not in government. I'm not connected to the government in any way, shape, or form. I'm just a regular old citizen who talks a lot of shit on TikTok. And today's pile of shit lesson for all of you that are watching is this. How many more countries do you need to admit openly and say that these things are a problem before you, the person watching this, before you believe it?
This is all the latest that you are probably going to wish I had never told you about. Scientists say they are extremely alarmed after a new discovery under the Doomsday Glacier. If you don't know, the Doomsday Glacier is this massive iceberg which is melting. When it melts, it can cause sea levels to rise up to 10 foot, and that is not going to be good. And this new probe discovered this is happening faster than we had expected, so brilliant.
This Donnie actually said he found proof of aliens on the moon while being an astronaut for NASA, but they told him to basically shut up and was fired. Said there are literal structures on the moon, but are photoshopped out and, like, secret. Another discovery under the ice in Antarctica, of course, of course it is. They're still not sure what this is, but are saying it's some kind of ancient lost landscape or ancient civilization that dates back millions of years under the ice, which they're looking into, so I'll keep you updated on that. Now, you've probably always been told by your parents, don't go to bed with your phone. Don't scroll on your phone before you're going to sleep, right? That's what we're all told as kids or whatever. But in recent studies done, apparently screen time before bed might not even be bad at all. And in fact, it might even be beneficial for you, like... What? So yeah, we're all lied to. I guess you can go and chill on your phone now, send this to your parents. Make sure you hit that follow button and I'll keep you updated on all.
An odd sighting was captured on a farm in the Philippines. The witnesses claimed that they witnessed a light of orb just floating down their pasture, and they have footage of it. Take a look at this video, because that's exactly what it looks like. An orb of light literally floating down their pasture. What could have caused this? Is this a UFO? Is this some sort of military weapon? It's not normal. Tell me what you think.
Ano daw ulit ate?
You know, at first I thought, yeah, it's probably just CGI. But the more I watch it, the more I'm thinking that it's probably just light reflecting off of something highly reflective because it's so stationary, it's not moving whatsoever. I'm almost certain that this is just a reflection off of something and it just looks like a floating orb. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm almost certain that that's the case.
Do you mind if I brought a little something? I have to do it about every 20 minutes. I do apologize.
What is it?
I have an eating thing I have to do.
What is your eating thing?
I have a tapeworm.
For real?
Yeah. It's about almost 4 feet. Have you ever had one?
You really do?
Yeah.
I never know with you, you know? I don't know if I should feel bad or start mocking you.
Well, you can do whatever. I didn't even want to bring it up.
I feel bad if it's true. You have a real tapeworm?
I do.
How'd you get it, do you think?
I was in the Galapagos Islands recently, and they have a rodent over there called the Bermuda eel rat. And it's not a documented species. It's the local jargon.
Mm-hmm.
Everything evolves as you know, through Darwin. Everything evolved over in the Galapagos. The tortoises, everything. It's a unique place where evolution took place. And I guess this rat became a bit elongated, its spine, and so they call it originally off a Bermuda transport ship or something.
Right.
And so they eat it over there. And I ate the damn thing, and I got a parasite that led to a tapeworm. And she's about a 4-footer.
What do they do to get it out?
Well, they have pills. But I don't even know if I should talk about this, but it's a little odd. I sort of got attached to the little fella.
Oh, you like having it now?
Well, let's just say I have something living inside me, and I sort of like it.
He's gotta be joking, right? Like, I know you're definitely capable of getting a tapeworm, but I could not imagine somebody liking the idea of having a tapeworm inside of them, especially a 4-foot-long tapeworm. No, thank you. Next.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
Oh boy, do I have one for you. I believe that ancient civilizations were actually more advanced than we are today. And the reason why we don't have any hard physical evidence of it is because they lived in accordance with the earth. They didn't produce any non-biodegradable waste. Their science was based off of what was already provided by the earth, and they were much more consciously aware. But the biggest part of the conspiracy is I think that the people in power right now, they know this, and they won't tell the public, because then we'll start living like these ancient civilizations did, and the system at which these powerful people gain more power will crumble.
I definitely can believe that there is a society out there that knows that there used to be an ancient civilization that knew how to manipulate the earth to work in their favor, where everything was ran perfectly. I just do not understand why would they take that away from us, because if that was the case, they could still live like kings technically. They'll just live like kings in their own way. Let us do what we can do. You do what you do. Why does there have to be this formality of power, you know? So I just do not understand why people had to go the route of making money or let's control the world with money, because you were still living really good. Why alter it, you know?
Hey, yo, Nizzy, tell me you come across this video with these spirits playing on these children's bus, bro. Look at this. This guy was walking around and he looked at the bus and he seen projections of children running and playing on the bus. He gets out of view, so I'm a fast forward it for y'all. Here he goes where he starts walking towards the bus, right? And then they come. Look at this. But there's no kids on the bus. Look. There are no kids on the bus. That's weird from this point of view. You can see him over here, but when he goes closer to it, they magically disappear. What do you think, bro?
Yo, I definitely seen this video and shit, right? But when I seen this joint, I'm like, yo, whatever happened to this?
It definitely does look like kids running around in the bus. My guess is it was a shadow from what was behind the bus, was probably just bouncing off. People walking beside the bus on the other side was getting reflected into the windows. That's my guess. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not going to be too happy about that video. But I found it pretty entertaining. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. As always, if you found any of these clips interesting, links are in the description down below. And with that being said, have a good day.